Whether you want to start calisthenics so that you can learn cool moves like the handstand, planches, and levers, or you just want to be able to work out peacefully at home without needing to buy a ton of equipment, I'm going to cover two concepts that I haven't seen any other video cover yet that I think you need to know in order to have a fruitful and fulfilling calisthenics journey. What most videos talk about, which is also very important, is exercises. You need to include a horizontal pushing, a vertical pushing, a horizontal pulling, a vertical pulling, legs, and the good videos will also mention twisting and back bends. And while exercises and exercise selection are a big piece of the equation, in my experience over the past year coaching calisthenics for adults full-time, this is often not the missing piece that's holding people back. The first concept we need to talk about is adherence, which means actually doing the workouts consistently. I see a lot of people trying to solve an adherence problem with an exercise selection solution. They'll think, maybe if I discover this cool new mysterious exercise, then I will work out consistently. And while I've seen this rarely work for some people, it's not a sustainable way to build the healthy habits. So how do you solve the adherence problem? A great way to do that is to make commitments and track them. I've personally used Google Sheets to track all of my movements for the past few years. As you can see, the red are days that I committed to something and I skipped it, and green is when I actually did it. There's quite a bit of red, and that's fine because consistency is not about never ever skipping any workout. It's more about being able to see what you're doing, track it, and always come back on track if you fall off, and that's fine. Now, I also use a much fancier app with all the bells and whistles for my coaching clients, but you don't need that. All you need is anything, a physical notebook, an app on your phone, a task list, a calendar, anything that allows you to actually see what you're doing, see when you're skipping, be honest with yourself, and be able to make decisions based on what's actually happening, not what you think is happening. And if you're completely new to working out, not like you've been weightlifting and you're trying to start calisthenics as a transition, then don't worry a lot about the exercises. Give yourself a mission to, for example, like complete 2 days a week for the next 4 weeks, 4 sets of push-ups per day. That's all. It doesn't need to be complicated. Once you develop the adherence to a specific healthy habit of working out and doing calisthenics, then you can add more complicated exercises. Now, I hear people always saying like, oh, only push-ups, no pull-ups. People are going to develop imbalance and they will hurt themselves and they will die. That doesn't happen. If you're just starting out, just build the habit. And once you build that habit, automatically you will start thinking, oh, I need to balance the push-ups with some pull-ups. Oh, I need to also do some legs. Oh, I need to also do some twists. So you'll start enjoying the process of finding what you're missing and adding it to your routine. But you have to start with some kind of routine if you've never done anything before. The second very important concept we need to talk about is assessment. And this is whether you have a coach watching you and assessing you, or you're doing your own self-assessment. Just like measuring and tracking adherence improves adherence, measuring and tracking performance improves performance. Improved performance leads to more confidence, which leads to more enjoyment, and in turn leads to better adherence. For example, I personally had wanted to learn the straddle planche for years, but I hadn't been taking any real action towards that goal. It wasn't until a subscriber recently asked me to teach it, even though I couldn't do it at the time, maybe they thought that I could, that I got so motivated. I started posting my practice every single day. Day 1 of trying to learn straddle planche, day 2 of trying to learn straddle planche, and just filming and posting myself allowed me to see exactly what I was doing, see what's working and what's not, and in less than 30 days, I got a pretty decent hold, which was amazing. And by the way, you can actually see what I did on all of these 30 days in my Instagram story highlights, so check it out if you're interested in that. So the main lesson here is, as much as you can, if you can't afford to work with a coach, at least start filming yourself and watching your own videos. The sooner you can connect how different skills feel to how they look, the more you will progress. And a final bonus for those of you who stay till the end: if you follow this advice and film yourself, and if you have enough courage to post it on social media as a story and tag me so I can see it, I'll give you a free form assessment for as long as I can keep this up.